everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be doing a C Beauty brand one brand video, and this is by the brand Joocyee. Hopefully I said it right, but I decided to try their products because I've seen it around and I've seen, like, you know, the viral jelly highlighter, so why not stock up on some products and do a one brand video. The way I'll film this video is I will put in like demo clips of all of the products that I'll be mentioning, as well as giving you guys a quick mini review. The first product would be a skin product, and this is a base product. This is the Essence Skin Tint. It has two shades, number 1 and number 2. I got mine in number 1 and natural. I decided to get this one because I wanted to try a base like product, and when I saw the skin tint, it really reminded me of this Korean brand BBIA skin tint, where I was totally obsessed with it. Unfortunately, they've decided to not do it anymore, so then I ran out of that product and I wanted to try like a similar tint product. So when I saw they have this one, I thought, why not give it a try. This one consists of 10% concealer molecules and has like helps to conceal your face, but also at the same time give you like a very soft light tint look. This also is supposed to be very hydrating, which I totally agree because it's very moisturizing and hydrating. It's pretty much 83% essence, which means that it hydrates like a moisturizer. Even applying, they ask you to apply it like a moisturizer. However, for me, I feel that because my skin is pretty dry at the moment, and also it's more leaning towards the oily bases because we're hitting, or we are at summer now, I tend to get a little bit more oily around my T-zone area, very dry around my cheek area, and so when I do apply foundation, I tend to skip my moisturizer before I put my foundation because I feel like I have too many layers on. So then when I saw the skin tint, I decided to fleck my moisturizer and just jump straight to this, which wasn't a good idea because it really clinged onto my dry patches. However, if you put aside the dry patches part, I felt like this skin tint really sink into the skin and really smooth out all the unevenness on the face. However, it does leave like any redness that you have, so it's definitely like a skin tint. It's not a foundation, it's not a base product that will cover up all your flaws. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. So if you have like flawless skin, this would be it for you, but at the moment for me, I feel like this is more of a primer, like a tinted primer for me, and then I would apply perhaps like a little bit of a lighter foundation on top on like any of my blemishes or any redness that I want to cover up. However, in terms of comfort wise, it really does feel very comforting. It feels hydrating, moisturizing, and in terms of whether it oxidizes, it doesn't. It really does matches my skin, so a little bit unfortunate on that. And this is the Hexagonal eyebrow pencil. It has 3 shades. I got mine in number 2, dark brown. Because of the name, it's pretty much implying that the product here, the eyebrow pencil, is in a hexagonal shade. It's supposed to be waterproof, which is great, which means, you know, it's also sweat proof for me. And because of the edges, it's supposed to help shape it, it's supposed to help shape it and fill it in all the gaps, which is great. And I like that it came with a spoolie at the end because it really does, you know, remove all the harsh line. Because of the hexagonal shape, I feel like it really gives you a lot of that fineness to it, you know. So if you want those like trendy, like where it shows all the lines on your brows, I don't know what they are called, this would be a great eyebrow product. It does suit me after I just blend it out nicely. I like the finish of it. It definitely looks very like smooth looking. I'm looking forward to this the most. This is the Joocyee Lookbook Multi Palette. Just by its name, it's multi-purpose. It's supposed to give you a eyeshadow product, it's a highlighter, it is a blush, and it also has like lip product. Now this one consists of like 4 different shades. I decided to get like something that I always go for, which is number 1, Monday Coffee. Just by the name, it gives you like a very nice warm brown look. It gives a lot of nice beautiful mocha shade, which I'm obsessed for. The top 3, you see their eyeshadow product, then you get this like highlighter brightener color, a blush shade, which is a beautiful like mauvey brown shade, and then this big ass thing here is actually a lip product. And let me tell you, My favorite part about this is definitely the lip product, which I was super shocked with the turnout. I have this right now. At first I was really skeptical about this because I was like, okay, you give me this whole thing here, but it doesn't come with a brush for the lip product, because I'm like, oh, do I use my finger? What do I do? But honestly, I'm not worried about it. It's so creamy, it's so moussey finish. It feels so nice on the lip. It gives you like a very like semi-matte finish, but I love the blueness of it. I love the shade. I love everything about this. Going back to the eyes, I like that it has this really nice shimmery champagne brown shade for, you know, to brighten up your eyes. It also have this medium shade which I use for the rest of my eye, and then this really nice dark brown shade to deepen up the eye look. So I used the last two shades to apply on my eyes. And before I forget, it came with like this makeup look card, which I am super grateful for, because I literally just followed the numbers to create this look right here, apart from the highlighter. But I pretty much followed the number, the shade to create this look, because I like the model's look, and I feel like I've achieved that by following this guide, which is great. And it makes me really tempted to like try the other three shades. I'm sorry I'm jumbling around with this particular review for this palette look, but I feel like there's so many things I can say about this. I also like how slick it is, how light it is, and when I apply my makeup, I tend to rotate it like this so that when I apply my eyeshadow, it's like this way rather than this way, because you know the way you flat is this way rather than that way. Does it even make sense? But yeah, and the blush as well, it's really nice. It gives a very nice rosy mauve shade when you do apply on it. But the only boo-boo I find is that because the blush and the highlighter tends to be near this moussey lip look, you just have to be very cautious about applying it. So what I did was I had like a bigger blush brush, and so I accidentally touched this lip product, which actually tends to just, you see here, it rubs off it very quickly because of how pigmented it is. So then when I apply this, a little bit of the lip product went onto my cheek. So I probably recommend trying to find a brush or like a more of a rounded blush brush to apply the blush. But apart from that, in terms of the finish, the pigmentation, is honestly a gorgeous color. The highlighter brightener do have a little bit of a fallout, so just be mindful of that. But when I apply this, I find that it is more of a brightener to brighten up the under eye area rather than a highlighter. So that's something else. But apart from that, I can definitely see myself using this. I'm definitely taking this with me to Asia. I definitely will be using this a lot as part of my makeup. Last two products, I'm sure you guys would know about this. This is the Viral Jelly Highlighter Glitter Stick. Took me a long time to finally try this. At first, when I saw this all over TikTok, I was really skeptical about this because I'm like, it's so wobbly, like wouldn't it break? But honestly, playing with it, the way it jiggles when you touch it, it is so satisfying. However, definitely be very careful when you do apply this directly onto your face, because when it came to the pink shade, I actually broke it a little bit. So let me backtrack a little bit, okay? So first of all, this one consists of 6 shades. I got mine in H01 and H04. Now, in terms of the highlighter, they did recommend that the first 2 shades, H01 and H02, is called the local highlighting, which means that you use this particular shade for dotting. So you can use it for the inner part of your eyes, which is what I did. I literally just used the H01 to swirl around the inner part of my lid area to brighten up my eyes, and I love the finish of it because it is really like glossy looking. It shines really nicely. I also use it on the top of my eyes here to apply and brighten up the eye look completely, which is beautiful. You can also use it for the tip of your nose, which I didn't because I decided to use the next color, which is the H04 Pink Silk. Now, this last 2 shades, H03 and H04, they call it the facial highlighting. So just by the name, you can use it to highlight the larger area like the cheeks, the under eye, and the bridge of the nose. So what I did was I used it more on my cheek area here and on my nose. And when I was applying this on the cheek, I at first used my finger, but I felt like it wasn't like opaque enough or pigmented enough. So I decided to literally just swipe it on the face and then just dab the remaining to remove like the fine line. And I think when I was dabbing it, I accidentally like melted it a little bit too much, and so it broke a little bit. However, I felt like because I did that, it became more pigmented, which I was actually grateful for, because at first when I was applying the pink, I couldn't see the pinkness of it, I couldn't see the shine, I couldn't see the highlight of it, you know. But then when I broke it, the highlight actually came through. So I'm like, ooh, am I supposed to like swipe like a few layers off for it to be more pigmented? I don't know, I'm not sure. But in terms of it, whether it should be like really viral, I'm not sure, because I mean, I love the finish of it, but I've tried like other highlighter that tends to be a little bit shinier. However, I do like how thick it is, how lightweight it is. I can definitely see myself using the H01 way more than the H04. I think the H01 particularly, I really like the diamond glow that it gives on the inner part of the eye, how it brightens up on it, how easy it is to just literally use the corner to apply, rather than using my pinky. So yeah, I definitely can see myself using this one way more. So that's it for this video. I do have a part 2 where I'll be trying 4 other products from Joocyee as well, and I wanted to do like a separate video because there will be like 4 different shades of like lip product, so I decided to separate that from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any other products you would want me to try from Joocyee. Definitely comment down below. But yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.